as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Next, receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
18, pioneer. Let's go now. Ready?
2nd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. The Steelers at 7-5 now in the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Get it. Let go.
Now they run the toss to Bigsby. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Guy, 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Come on.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, empowers him, and the end result runs like that.
You look at the Steeler defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. Ready, go. Like it.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mahomes now to throw. This is intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. 79, 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Count.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fixed that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it?
Now, Brown he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I started to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Catch is made by Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go. Ready.
2nd and 6.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Good night. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
43.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
43. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 48-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Atkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give left side, Brown with it. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession.
Because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So from the 49 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 Tigers.
Give to Bigsby on the option. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Hey, you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. They'll get 34 yards there.
At the 9-yard line.
18 Rebels. 2. 70 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, shot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right back to Brown. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he is caught. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Adkins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, 43. Attack.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And the Jets, 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fight on these two.
Up the middle they go. It's Atkins. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 3. Now Patrick going to change the play. Running right, here's Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
16-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle. And they'll get to him just inside the 15 even after that strong run we witnessed. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Steelers, 14.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Whether it's offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He finds Austin complete. But almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get looked at and get himself calm.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
At the 22-yard line.
Get it. Go.
A run here with Bigsby.
Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 9.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll try the left side. Atkins. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. An inside give, Brown. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 63 yards. And the Jets strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Now Ryland for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Jets 21, Steelers 17.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Warriors 70. 60 Bobcat. 20.
They'll drop the throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Another try, second and 10 now.
Attack!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as well.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Yellow!
Mahomes. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with that, they still have a chance, partner.
Yeah, if that ball's knocked away, this game is probably over. But guess what? We still got some ball to play.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Here's a give to Brown. And he stopped immediately there. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Now a give right side. It's Atkins. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. Now the Steelers use the first of their three timeouts. as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They'll keep it on the ground. Adkins. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
For the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. On the RPO, and the ball is knocked out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which you didn't.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
This is 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Atkins.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here comes 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Atkins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Atkins. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
So it all rides now on the foot of the kicker, Chad Ryland.
Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. The conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, to quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
There's certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. 3rd down, here's Brown.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
Here we go on 4th down.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain.
The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Let's go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. For Kidder here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 36-yard line.
Here we go. Back.
Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire